All right, now we're going to take a look at these guided elimination problems. It's a very cool way of, on the one hand, forcing us to do elimination, but then you also really can't actually get the problems wrong. You have to do the work all the way to the end. You could still make a mistake at the end, but it'll guide you through to make sure that you're doing elimination properly. So first thing we want to identify is that it's saying solve the system. You got this equation, this equation. Ultimately, we're trying to figure out where do these two lines intersect. That's the solution to the system, if there is an intersection. So we stack the equation because we want the variables to cancel. And what I very quickly see is that this -2 is not far away from -1. If these numbers were opposite, then I would eliminate them. So what I want to do right here is put a -2, and negative times -2 will make this a +2 down below here. And then what the work will do is it'll actually add and subtract for me. So I'm going to go and type in a -2 right here. And automatically, the program is designed to rewrite my expression down below. See how it was a -1x, now it's a +2x. They distribute the -2 to the -5, and they give me the +10. They distribute the -2 to the -13 and give me a +26. All I have to do is come down here and actually do the arithmetic of vertically adding and get 0 there. This 0 is not correct. It's just waiting for me to change it. So I need to put a +3 there. And then this is 26 minus 14. So I should get 12 there. So then I click try. And then basically by going to the next step is it's agreeing that my work was right so far. And then it's saying with what you had just written, this expression right here, they just brought it down and rewrote it. And they say, okay, well, now you got to take that and solve for y. So our job is to divide 3 from both sides. And 12 divided by 3 is 4. And so it's saying, go ahead and try that. Well, 4. So you click try. And then they actually give you the directions on what you would do next if you were following the whole elimination strategy. Once you get a single variable result, which is what we just did, we got an answer of 4. Basically, the answer overall is sum x, comma, y. Well, we figured out the y value was 4. Just now we did it. Now, to figure out the x, all we have to do is plug it into either expression. Doesn't matter which one. I'm going to pick this one because there's less with the x. There's not much going on. So you got to plug in the 4 for the y value because it is a y value. And then you have to isolate for x to get the answer for x. So it's -x minus 5. Replace the 4 equals -13. So then you work it out. Solve for x. So this is going to be -20 equals -13. Negative x comes down. And then I add the 20 to the other side. And I get -x equals 7. Divide both sides by -1. And I get -7 is my x value. So -7 goes right here. So I'm supposed to put -7 in the box right here, and it says try. So you click try. And by giving you this box, it's saying you're right. -7 and then 4. I think the only way you can get it wrong from here is you just put the x and y in the wrong spot and click try. And then it's saying, yeah, go ahead and submit. It won't let you submit unless everything was right. So the cool thing about these problems is you can't get it wrong. You just can fumble it wrong along, and it'll keep telling you to go back a step. But this is how we solve by elimination. We rewrite the expression so one variable cancels. Then we solve for the variable that's left. Once you have that number, you plug it into one of the equations, doesn't matter which one, and solve for the other variable, and then write the answer as a coordinate, because it's a coordinate where two lines, I don't know what the lines look like, but I'm going to make it up, two lines are intersecting, and the point of intersection would be this -7, 4. So in the second example, we see that I have picked a problem where neither x nor y are conveniently set up to eliminate. I have to multiply the top and the bottom this time to get one of the variables to cancel. Well, 7 and 6 are larger, so I'm going to choose to go over here with the y's, the 4 and the 3. And what I'm going to have to do is put multiply the top by 3 and the bottom by 4 to multiply, to get the least common multiple of 3 and 4 is 12. So down here, I have successfully made a positive 12 and a negative 12, which will cancel. Now the 0 down here is what is just the generator saying that's what you want. It is indeed 0 here, so I leave that one alone. But this over here in the x's is not 0, so I need to adjust that. It should be negative 10 because 18 minus 28 should be negative 10. And then I need to add the 30 and the 20 to make 50. And then I click try. And by it giving me to the next level, it's like, that's right. So now I got to solve for x there. And you solve by dividing both sides by negative 10. And I get x equals 50 over negative 10, which you can cross out those zeros. It's just negative 5. So we click into that box and say the x value is negative 5. So ultimately what I'm doing there is I've now identified that of this coordinate solution I'm looking for, the x comma y, the x part is negative 5. And so when I click try, it's going to say, okay, go ahead and plug that in to find the y, which is exactly what I have to do. So pick one of the expressions that's most convenient for us to plug in. Neither one of them is very convenient. There's less negatives over here, so I'll go this way. This is going to be 6 times negative 5 plus 4y equals 10. And I'm going to go ahead and work that out and isolate for y. And it's not going to help you there. It's just waiting for you to figure out what y is. So you got to work it out. So it's negative 30 plus 4y equals 10. Add 30 to the right-hand side. And now we've got 4y equals 40. And dividing by 4 is going to yield 10. Y equals 10. So that is my y value that goes in the box. So my coordinate solution is going to be negative 5, 10. So now I just go ahead and follow through, filling in the boxes here. I got 10. Try that. And the final solution, you just make sure the x and y go in the right order. Negative 5, 10. The biggest mistake I have students do is if they found y first, is they'll put the y in the first box and the x in the second box. Make sure it's just in the correct order. X is in the x spot, y is in the y spot. And again, you would submit there and you would be finished.